Hello beautifuls and welcome back or welcome to another video. Now I've got a very exciting few days, so I thought I'd bring you along with me. So come and spend a few days with me. Very exciting few days, I may add.
Happy Nessa Day. It's the day of Nessa.
There's like spice every other chapter and there's like no need for this much spice.
That is inside of this bag.
So check. We're like complete opposites. Danny's like all black and I'm all pink. Now it's currently Thursday today and I'm gonna see Nessa Barrett this weekend. This has been long overdue, okay? I think I bought the ticket in February, I think they came out. Was it February? Maybe it might have been before Christmas. I actually don't know when I bought these tickets. It feels like a lifetime ago because I've been waiting for this day, for this moment, which feels like my entire life. I'm so excited to go see Nessa Barrett. You do not understand. I am the biggest Nessa Barrett fan ever, I swear. Like ever since her first ever song came out. Like even back when she was like Josh Richards and she was like one of the Sway girls. You know what I mean? I'm the biggest MB fan there is. Just saying. But anyway, I digress. You can tell I'm excited. It's currently Thursday. A few little bits that I've got to get done today in preparation for the weekend. Well, I say in preparation, they're not really in preparation, but I really want to go get Chloe Walsh's new book, the new release, which is it Releasing 10 or Reclaiming 10? It's either Releasing 10 or Reclaiming 10. It's one of those two. I think it's Releasing 10. So I really want to go pick that up because I've seen that they have it in the works and it's only £7 in the works. So I really want to go pick that up. I am only 2 books deep into the Boys of Tom series. I haven't read the rest of the books, but I still want to pick up the new release, obviously, to add to my collection. So they're ready when I finally catch up with all the books. But there'll be a whole separate vlog of me reading the Boys of Tom series, so don't you worry about that. But before we go to the works, I really want to go get a Starbucks because I think they have the new like dragon fruit refresher this out. I've seen it on someone's story and it looked really good. It was pink, so I really want to get my hands on it. So I really want to go Starbucks as well, and then we'll just go home and do a bit of reading tonight. I'm currently in the middle of third book in the Blood and Ash series, which is Crown of Gilded Bones. Yeah, the Crown of Gilded Bones, that's what it's called. So I'm currently in the middle of that, so we can go home, do a bit of reading, have a chilled evening. I also do want to do like a little bit of a catch-up video about my TBR takedown video because there's not going to be like a TBR takedown video this month because I've been so busy that I haven't and I've been like reading the Boys of Tom series. It's like taken over my life that I haven't had a chance to even read a single book of my TBR for the month of May. So there won't be a dedicated TBR takedown video, but I might just do like a little update here because I have read, like as of now from filming this, I have read 2 books from my TBR, so I'll just do a little update with you later. But yeah, that's all I've got planned for today, and then tomorrow I've got work, so we won't be spending any time together tomorrow. And then I'll pick you back up obviously when it's Saturday and we get to go see Nessa Barrett. She's playing in Manchester, so me and my friend Danny, which if you've been a long watcher on this channel you've probably seen her before, me and my friend Danny are going up, but she's not a Nessa Barrett fan. She doesn't really know much of her new songs, but I'm dragging her along anyway because she's a good friend and she's just coming for moral support really. So I'm very excited. I'm just excited to go to Manchester. We can obviously, when we're in Manchester, we can go book shopping. We'll go to the Waterstones up there. We'll do a little haul for you. And yeah, it's just gonna be a chill few days. Not much going on today. All the fun's gonna happen on Saturday and Sunday basically. So yeah, let's just get on with the video and let's go pick up Chloe Walsh's new release and get a little Starbucks. And then we can go home and do some reading because I need to catch up on some reading. Hi, could I have the frozen mango dragon fruit refresher, please? Yes, please. No, that's it. Thank you. Goodbye. Thank you. Oh, that was actually so good. It wasn't raining and it was a hot day. So it's obviously a little while later and I've got some reading I need to do desperately, so let's read together. We will be reading it on my Kindle though.
Wastelands. Under the canopy of red leaves, we stopped only to...
There's like spice every other chapter and there's like no need for this much spice. There's just no need. Sitting on my floor. I don't know why. It gives me such a bad back, but I wanted to have a little chat with you guys. I feel like I haven't spoken to you all day since this morning when we went book shopping. But I think I said like in my introduction, I'm like wrapping this around like I'm a little old lady, but I think I said in my introduction of this vlog that I wasn't going to be doing like a, what do I call them? Like a monthly TBR takedown for the month of May because I was so busy between work and and like filming other videos. My laptop ended up breaking, so I didn't have a laptop to edit any videos, so I've like fallen back on some editing. So I just didn't have time to dedicate like a week to just like, I wasn't really reading any books really. I was like reading one chapter of a book each day just to go towards my fable daily reading goal. So unfortunately there won't be like a TBR takedown, but I did want to speak briefly in this reading vlog of like give like, you know, kind of like a TBR takedown wrap up maybe, because it's like the 29th of May today and I'm obviously going to be in Nessa all weekend. Like I'm working tomorrow and things like that, so I'm not really gonna have much time to read and I'm not really gonna read much more than what I have. So on my TBR, let me just pull all these down for you. So on my TBR for me, we've got 8 books. I have since changed my TBRs. If you watch my June TBR, like TBR Jar picks my like June monthly TBR. Can I speak? If you watched my June monthly TBR video, then you see that I've chosen 6 books instead of 8 because I always feel like 8's just too much and I never get to all 8, but I always read 6 sometimes, not all the time. But on my TBR for the month of May, oh god, I'm so tired. We've got The Charlie Method by Elle Candy, which I have not read and I probably will not get to. We've got Candy Ryan's Before I Let Go, which I have not read and probably won't get to. Throne of Broken Gods, which is book number 2 in the Gods and Monsters series. Definitely not getting to this. Fall of Ruin and Wrath by Jennifer Ella Armentrout. No, let me just carry on going through these and then we'll speak about this. The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern, which I haven't gotten to, and I said if I don't read it in the month of May then I am going to be giving it away, like putting it up on my Vinted, because if you didn't know, I am moving house, so, and I'm going travelling at the end of this year, so I'm trying to downsize my books hell of a lot, so keep your eyes peeled for like a book and haul video that's going to be coming. And then all of these books that I'm going to be getting rid of are all on my will be on my Vinted. They're not up yet until that unhaul video goes up, but there's going to be like over 100 books I'm going to be getting rid of, like indie series, hardbacks, fairy loot editions, like some really special books that I'm going to be getting rid of, so keep your eyes peeled for that. But anyway, carrying on, we've got Close Protection by Eden Victoria, which I have read, and I've also read The Rule Book by Sarah Adams. Now let's speak about these two first. So I did read these two. I can't remember where I rated them. I think I rated The Rule Book a 3.75, I think it was. Okay, yeah, 3.75 for the rule book, and I really enjoyed this. This was just like a fun, easy read. It was definitely, I feel like with Sarah Adams, I feel like this was going to be my last Sarah Adams chance, if you will. Like, I read When in Rome, I thoroughly enjoyed that. Like, I really, really did enjoy that, and I think that made me like really, like, Sarah Adams just writes classic rom-coms. Like, that's basically what they are. They're just really funny rom-coms. But I read Practice Makes Perfect and Beg, Borrow, Steal, and those really fell off for me, and I just feel like that series is getting worse and worse as the books come out. Like, I feel like they started off really strong with When in Rome, and each book has just fallen off, and I just haven't enjoyed them. But this, like, kind of saved Sarah Adams for me. Like, this was like that feeling I got when I read When in Rome. It was just really funny, really witty, good banter, the characters were really good, really likeable, and I just really enjoyed it. It was really fun. And plus bonus points because it's technically a sports romance. But the ending of this, if you read the ending with, what's his name, Derek, and like the whole thing at the end with him, it was a bit out of the blue. Like, we spent the whole book trying to like thing on this decision of like if this thing's gonna happen, and then at the end he just decides to take himself out of the situation anyway, just so she could focus on herself, which I kind of get, but I feel like it could have been like 4-star if the ending was a bit better. But I still really enjoyed it. Still really good. And then I had really high hopes for this. Such high hopes, because Eden Victoria, if you didn't know, she's a book talker, and I followed her on Book Talk for so long, and I would say like valued her opinion, I guess you can say. Like, her opinions were really valid, and some of them I like always agreed with her opinions. She had some very strong opinions on certain books, so I had high expectations for this. And I know this is her debut novel, and it's not going to be the best, and I'm not saying it's bad because of the writing. I'm really not. Like, I'm dyslexic. I honestly, Zodiac Academy, one of my top tier reads, and that is not a literary masterpiece. Like, I don't care about the literary words of this, I just care about the vibes, okay? And the vibes were not it. She was 17 and the bodyguard was like, I don't even know how old he was, but he was over the age of 18. I think he was in his early 20s. I want to say 21, okay? And her father hired him to be her bodyguard because they were close in age. She was still 17, okay, when they started doing bits, and like he was like lusting after her and his POV and stuff, and I was like, this is a child. She is 17. Even if she's close to being 18, it's still really icky. And I know for a fact Eden Victoria would grill a book on Book Talk if that was the case. So I was reading this and I was thinking, this just doesn't sound like something she would write. I don't know why, but I just found it really icky. It was very, I know it's marketed as YA. I think it's marketed as YA. It shouldn't be YA, but it was also really, like, it was really immature, but then it was also bordering on it shouldn't be YA with some of the bits that were in here. Do you know what I mean? And I think the plot and the premise could have been developed a bit more, which I know it's just her first book, but I've read some amazing first like debut novels of like, especially in fantasy books, where the world building and the plot and everything is really like coinciding with each other and everything flows really nicely. But this, for like a YA romance book, it was all over the place. I didn't like it, so I rated it a 2-star. I really didn't enjoy this, but I've seen some people rate it like a 5-star, so I feel like I could be in the minority of people that really didn't enjoy it. But I don't know, I feel really bad. I do feel really bad, and I had really high hopes for it, but it was a flop, unfortunately. But after I finished those 2 books, obviously these last few days I needed a book to go into, and I wanted it to be something off of my May TBR so I could get it done. And I was obviously I'm in an Aaron, which you obviously know which book I chose because you've seen me read it just now. But I'm in an Aaron between these 2 GLA books, which is the 3rd book in the Blood and Ash series, which is A Crown of Gilded Bones, or Fall of Ruin and Wrath. Now, you all want to see me read A Fall of Ruin and Wrath, so I was like, do I start a new series or do I continue a series? Plus, because I'm not really filming fully for like the reading vlog, you're not really going to see my full raw honest reactions of me reading this, whereas you've kind of seen me read a few Blood and Ash books. So I was like, I'll go with this and we'll save this for when I do an actual reading vlog and you can actually see my raw honest reactions when I read Fall of Ruin and Wrath. See, I'm always thinking of you guys. That's why you should subscribe, because I'm always thinking of you. But obviously I'm a big chunk into this. The last few days I've just been reading little bits. Then today I think I've read like 300 pages today. I've just had it on constantly when I was in the car, when I've been cooking, like you would have seen when I was eating my food. I've just constantly had it on because I want to get this done before the end of May. I desperately need to get it done before the end of May because we only have 2 days left, and on the 31st I highly doubt I'm going to be reading much because I'm going to be in full Nessa Barrett mode. So I'm trying to get the majority of this done. I think I might read another chapter or 2 of this because I'm listening to the, what's it called? The audiobook at the same time, because the audiobooks for these are really, really good. I don't know who the narrator is. Should we have a look who the narrator is? Okay, it's narrated by Stina Nielsen. I hope I'm saying that right. What other things has she narrated? Because I'm really enjoying the narrations of these. Oh, she's the narrator of Court of Silver Flames. She's done all the JLA books. I don't really know these other books that she has, like that she's narrated, but I'm really enjoying her narration anyway. And one thing with audiobooks, I have to really, really like the narrator, otherwise I just click off. But I really enjoy, I think I've mentioned it in like other vlogs, but I really enjoy like I think it's called like immersive reading. I've seen it on TikTok somewhere, someone call it immersive reading, I think it's called, where you listen to the audiobook and you read along, which is a really good hack if you're one dyslexic or if you've got ADHD and you find it really hard to focus. Because that's me, okay, I find it really hard to focus. And also having someone like, if you're dyslexic as well, having someone like read the words back to you is so much easier, because sometimes I can reread a paragraph like 10 times because I just haven't fully understood what's going on, especially in fantasy where there's heavy world building, especially these books, there's heavy world building. Listening to the like audiobooks while reading definitely helps. Plus, I'm not a fast reader. With like, if I can go on 2 times speed and read at the same time, game changer. Like, I'm checking off books left, right and centre. But not all of the audiobooks are really enjoyable. Like, some narrators are really bad. But anyway, I highly recommend the narration, the audiobook of these. But yeah, I'm not really enjoying this. I am enjoying it, but it's giving middle book syndrome. And I say that a lot of books. Some of you always comment on my videos. You're like, Brie, you say middle book syndrome about loads of books. But the middle books are middle book syndrome. Do you know what I mean? It happens in all book series. You always have that in-between book, and that's given in between, it's given middle book syndrome. Even though a lot has happened, it's also a lot of spice, okay? Like, I know these books are spicy, and you all know that I'm not a spicy gal. Okay, I skip over it a lot of time, and this is a lot of spice, like unnecessary spice. Like, they literally just, Poppy has literally just saved a little girl's life, and then her and Hawk are going into the gardens and doing bits. Like, I'm sorry, sir, you've just saved a child's life. How is that hot? Like, why are you in the mood right now? Do you know what I mean? I'm just like, just wait a few hours until you go home, please. And I know some of you are really spicy gals and you're like, Brie, no, we live for these moments, but that's just not me, okay? But that's why reading is subjective. But yeah, it's given middle book. We've discovered a lot. We have discovered a lot, okay? A lot of questions have been answered in this book about Poppy and her history and everything like that. I'm not even going to try and explain to you the Blood and Ash books, but at the minute, the Blood and Ash books, I haven't started the Flesh and Fire series yet. That's the next book in the, because if you didn't know, it's Blood and Ash and Flesh and Fire series, they like intertwine together. So after book number 3 in Blood and Ash, you're meant to go in with book number 1 of Flesh and Fire. So that's what I'm doing after this. Well, not straight after this, but that's the next book in my reading order for this series. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the books. I feel like in the Blood and Ash books specifically, the like, my experience is getting worse, if that makes sense. Like, I really enjoyed book number 1, 5 stars, absolutely loved that book. Book number 2 was really good. I think it was like a 4.5, I think I rated that. And at the minute, this is just given like 4 star, because the vibes are still good, the world building is still good, all the plot points are being like all the plot points, like everything's coming together really nicely, everything's being answered really nicely, and like things from book number 1 are like joining in and being answered in book number 3. Like, everything's coming together really nicely. So I like give GLA, take my hat off to it, do you know what I mean? But at the minute, the books are just getting worse and worse. But in a good, like, they're not getting worse and worse where it's like a 2 star, but it's getting like worse and worse, and I fear if the next book doesn't like pick up a bit, that could be like a 3 point something. Like, it really needs to like book number 4 does, to drag us out of the middle book that this is. But anyway, I feel like I rambled on for so long. I've been speaking for 23 minutes. Brie loves a 23-minute clip when she's editing. She really does. And that's what I've got to do for the rest of tonight. I'm literally going to edit a video for the rest of tonight, which I don't really want to do. But I've probably behind on so much editing that I need to get some editing done before I go away this weekend. But yeah, that's literally what I'm just going to do. I might read a chapter or 2 and then do some more of my editing. Fun night. And then I'm working again tomorrow, which is Friday. Yes, Friday. Friday tomorrow, weekend tomorrow, and then it's Saturday, and I'm so excited. Like, guys, you don't understand. You actually do not understand how excited I am. So excited. Literally so excited. But anyway, I'm gonna end the vlog here for tonight. Not here, but just for tonight, and I'll pick you back up. Probably won't pick you up tomorrow because I'm working, but I'll pick you back up Saturday when we go see Nessa. Good morning, bestie. Happy Saturday. Happy Nessa Day. It's the day of Nessa. I'm so excited. I'm actually so excited. Like, you do not understand my excitement for seeing Nessa today. Like, literally, in a few hours, I will be in the same room as Nessa Barrett. It's just insane. It's genuinely insane. And then, like, in a month's time, I'm gonna be in the same room as Tate McRae. Flex. Sorry. I'm literally so excited. I've got a summer filled with concerts and things like that, but today I'm gonna focus on Nessa Barrett because I'm so excited. I have like an hour until Danny's meant to be picking me up, and then we'll be setting off. I'm so excited. I'm actually so excited. Count how many times I take a shot for every single time I say excited, because I bet your ass you'll be on the floor. You probably won't even finish this video because you'll be on the floor, because I am, guess what? Excited. But I'm just gonna like quickly do some quick skincare. It's been brought to my attention by TikTok that she has cut some of my favourite songs for the European set list, and I am rather upset. Very upset. You don't understand how upset I am about the cuts. I've seen a few different set lists now, and some songs, there's like, they vary, do you know what I mean? So I'm just hoping the song that I'm the most upset about being cut, she plays. But on different like variations, I've seen that she's cut Passenger Princess. And I'm like, that's my favourite song. Like, how can she cut Passenger Princess? That is the single of the album. Do you know what I mean? That was the single that came out before the album, to introduce the album. Like, Passenger Princess is aftercare. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, why? And I'm literally wearing a t-shirt and pink shorts, and my t-shirt literally says Passenger Princess on it. Like, I am going as a Passenger Princess. I'm so upset. And apparently apparently the songs that have been taken off is Does God Cry, which, even though I love that song, I like literally love that song, I don't feel like it's like, how can I explain? I don't feel like it's concert worthy, because it's really, if you hear Does God Cry, it's meant to be like, the like background music to it is meant to be like a healing frequency, so it's very like soft and very slow, so I don't feel like it's very like concert-esque, if that makes sense. And then Passenger Princess has apparently been taken off. Stay Alive, which I'm not too mad about, I'm not the biggest Stay Alive fan. American Beauty, I literally blast American Beauty in my car. Breakfast in Bed, what? And then Scare Myself. Scare Myself is one of my favourite songs from her first album, and I'm like, why? I was really excited for some of the old songs. I think one of the only old songs she's really playing is Heartbreak and Hamptons, Gaslight, Dying on the Inside. I think that's apparently on this set list, because obviously she's done a few dates. I think she's been to Dublin, I think she's done Glasgow, and I want to say she's done like another European country, but tonight is Manchester. And I'm just so upset, guys. I really am upset. And another thing to top something off as well, I forgot my skincare in my house, so I had to go to the shop to like re-buy my skincare, and there's like 2 things that I'm missing from my skincare routine, which are they're like CosRx things, so I couldn't just buy them in the drugstore. But I'm literally just using the Aveeno moisturiser thing. I don't know, I've used it for ages. The Calm and Restore Oat Serum, and then I've used this for years, the CeraVe moisturiser. Usually I like to have my like CosRx Snail Mucin and my CosRx Propolis. I can never say it, I think it's like Propolis serum, but it's like really good for scarring and things like that. But
but I haven't got those, so I have a very basic skincare routine. My skincare routine is quite basic anyway, because your girl's an acne girly. I suffered for acne for years until Miss Accutane saved my life. It literally did save and change my life. I wouldn't be the same without Accutane. But that was a quick skincare routine for you guys. And then if you wanted to know, I also wash my face with the CeraVe. This is the hydrating cream to foam cleanser. I've used CeraVe for ages, for years, literally. They've never done me wrong. I feel like they're just really basic, and that's what my skin needs. I just need basic. And I don't wash my face in the morning. I never wash my face in the morning. I just put water on my face in the morning, and then I do skincare, because I feel like if I wash my face in the morning, my skin just goes really dry. So I don't wash my face in the morning. I only wash my face at night, if any of you were wondering. But I'm just so excited. Like, you honestly don't understand my excitement. I feel like last night I had the worst night's sleep, because I feel like I was just waking up every hour, because I was just, it was like a little kid on Christmas last night. That's literally what it was. I was a little kid on Christmas. But oh my god, the colour difference on my hands to my skin, it's insane. Like, I haven't put any fake tan on my face, but you can probably tell. I never really put fake tan on my face. Like, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It all really depends on what I'm feeling, to be honest. But like, my skin's been really dry recently around my nose, so I didn't want to put fake tan on, because I feel like it would just cling to the dryness around my nose. But I was gonna put makeup on, but then I'll have to like reapply it, because it's like 6:30 in the morning. No, it's like 7:30 in the morning. So I'd have to like reapply it when we get to Manchester. But we're not allowed to check in till 4 o'clock. And like 4 p.m. and we've got to be there for like 6:30, because we've got like the VIP early access. I did really want to get sound check, but I didn't get sound check, which I'm really mad about. I should have got sound check, because I had early access, like I had early release tickets, because I'd bought merch, so I could get early access tickets, so I did have a chance to get sound check, but for some reason I just didn't. I don't know why. I should have, but I got the VIP early access anyway. So we're gonna be there by 6:30, it says, for the early access entry. And then so it's like because we can't check in until 4, that only gives us like 2.5 hours really to get ready. So I think we're gonna stop off in a service station and just do like half of our makeup in the car on the way up, and then we can just do our hair and get dressed then as soon as we get to the hotel, because that gives us enough time to go grab some food beforehand, like in Manchester, maybe have like a drink or two before. I'm just like, I think I'd need a drink just to calm my nerves. Like, I'm an anxious girly anyway, and I just get social anxiety about everything. Like, I get anxiety just about everything in general. So I feel like I might need a drink or two just to, you know, calm my nerves before seeing Nessa and calm my pre-concert anxiety. So I'm just gonna leave my face bare to go up, and I think we're gonna like split the drive up. So Danny's gonna do the first half, and then I'll do the second half, because it's like a 4-hour drive from where I am. I'm like right down south of Wales, and Manchester is like that right up the, like quite north to England, which means it's like almost at the top of Wales basically. So it takes about 4 hours. So she's gonna do the first half, and then I'll do the second half, because Danny also doesn't like driving into the city. She hates like city driving, so she's gonna do the easy first half, and then I'll do the stressful city driving. Oh my god, I need to book parking. I haven't booked the parking yet. They said I would book parking, and I haven't booked the parking. I fear there's something wrong with me. Oh, and I need to book late checkout. Hopefully I can still do that. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling now. I thought I'd just update you, have a little chat to you this morning before I go out and get ready, before I go out and set off on my long ass journey. But I'm so tired. But I'm gonna go and book parking now, and book the late checkout as well, because that's just totally slipped my mind. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. But I'll catch up with you guys when I'm in the car, and when we're on our way, and when we're in Nessa. Danny's like all black and I'm all pink. My top says Passenger Princess, even though she's not going to be singing Passenger Princess.
I know. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
I mean, she hasn't confirmed it's not on the set list.
No, I know. She better sing it. I'll cry.
Your literal whole
I
outfit
know.
is dedicated
I'll just
to
be
it.
at the front.
Sing Passenger Princess!
And I'll just be like
Pointing
pointing.
at
Yeah. Right. Let's go to Nessa.
Right, so it's obviously the next day. We have since been to Nessa and we had the best time. Well, I can't speak for Danny, but I had the best time.
I had a great time, but there was 3 girls in front of us who were
Yeah, so I'm gonna rewind to yesterday so you can watch all the clips from Nessa, so you can watch all those now. No. And then we're back to Presentbury. Yeah, we had like 3 girls in front of us, didn't we?
They pushed in front of us.
And there was just some people there, they had like no concert etiquette. We had like the VIP early access. We didn't have sound check, but we had like the early access. So we had like the barricade, and then we
were
weren't
behind that.
yeah, we weren't at barricade, but there was like a group of people at barricade, and then like we were like sort of at the side of them. And because we were like early, there wasn't like anyone behind us. So we weren't like front to back to anyone, we went like right up to them. We were just stood there, so there was like a little gap in front of us, and as soon as like the normal entry came in, like general entry, they just came like bounding in, didn't they?
Running in, like sprinting.
Yeah, and I wouldn't mind if it was just like 2 girls and they were just like, oh sorry, do you mind? But they
were all taller than you as well.
yeah, they were all taller than me. They were
whipping us with their hair.
yeah, they were like, there was like at least 6 or 7 of them in there, and they all just ran in front of us, pushed in front of us, didn't even like ask, didn't even say sorry, they just sort of like barged in front of us, and then they were trying to like, I could hear them trying to work out like how they could get the barricade, and I was just like,
And then some guy went to stand in front of them and they kicked off about it even though they pushed in front of us.
yeah, some guy then went to go stand in front of them because he was really tall. And him and his friend went to go stand with them, and then they were complaining, and we were like, you literally just did the exact same thing to us, so. But other than that, it was really good. I really enjoyed. It was just surreal to see her just like standing right in front of me. She was just there. It was mental. It was like, I don't know, I felt like I was in like...
you didn't cry.
I know, I did feel myself, when she was singing Dying on the Inside and Die First, I did feel myself like well up. I was like, ugh. And I think when she was singing Aftercare, so like the album song, I felt myself well up then, because that was like before the encore. I know, I'm still feeling she didn't sing Passenger Princess. I was so upset about that. I think if I think about it too much, I'll cry. But she's already working on another album, so there will be another tour. And I will be going to that. So she's going to sing Passenger Princess.
I know more of her songs by then as well, as I come with you.
Yeah. I know, Daddy bless her, she was literally just here for moral support.
I knew a whole 3 of her songs.
But when we were there, we literally, I think with the VIP early access, you were early entry obviously, and you got given these like, these merch things, and you had early access to the merch. I wasn't like a big fan of the merch. The only thing that I liked was the hoodie, but that was like £100.
No.
And I wasn't spending £100. But when we were there, we got these like posters fit.
My one's all crinkled.
I know, mine's a bit crinkled at the top.
Not as bad as mine, though.
And then we got given a tote bag. Tote bag's kind of slay though, innit?
Yeah.
I like the tote bag.
That.
Which, to be fair, I don't know what I'm going to do with these.
So just
wear her out with me today.
Yeah,
Yeah, and it's got like the Nessa sort of like passenger princess. What's it called? Driving license. But yeah, it was a really good day. I enjoyed. I'm just gonna put a bit of makeup on now. And then we're gonna go get some breakfast and go book shopping. Waterstones, obviously. We're gonna go Waterstones. We did have a look. What did we do? Try again. What did you ask me to have a look for yesterday?
Oh, files.
Oh, files, yeah.
I think they're only in London though.
Yeah, we had to look see if there was a files up here, but there's no files. Yeah, that's our plan. Get some breakfast, go book shopping, have a gander around, maybe get some lunch, see what time it is when we're gonna leave. I know. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna love and leave you now. Obviously bring you along when we go to Waterstones, and that's about it. So I'll just update you on Nessa last night. But yeah, I'm gonna go now and we can go to Waterstones together.
Sorry for the horrific angle, but I feel like I've spoken to you today. No, I literally have not spoken to you. I've spent the whole morning editing, well, I finished editing up my summer TBR video, uploaded that, so that's probably why you can hear my laptop and it sounds like it's about to take off. I've rough cut my reading vlog, which I'm hoping I can then go back later tonight and finish editing that and upload that, so then I'll have 2 videos done and uploaded and I'll be all caught up with my editing.
And I finally finished A Crown of Broken Gods. No, The Crown of Gilded Bones. I feel like I spoke to you it was the day before I went to Nessa, or 2 days before I went to Nessa. I think it was the Thursday that I spoke to you. Yeah, because I was working all day Friday. So it was the Thursday of last week. So it's actually been 7 days since the last time I spoke to you, like with a reading update. And I only had like 300 pages left of this book last week. And it's taken me a week to read 300 pages. I've just been so busy. I've been so busy. Obviously I came back from Nessa. When did I come back from Nessa? Sunday. It took us 6 hours to get home. 6 hours. We didn't even stop that often, but the traffic on the M6, or was it it was the M6 we were on, the traffic was horrific. Okay, and then it took us like the wrong way. It was taking us through, we wanted to do all motorway driving so we could stop off in like services, but it was taking us through like mid Wales and all through like the back roads of Wales, and we were like, yeah, no, we don't want to do that. So it took us like halfway through mid Wales ish, and then we realised we weren't on the motorway, and we were like, where the fuck is this sat nav taking us? And then we had to redirect back onto the M6, so that took us a while. But I've got some filming I need to do today, so I thought I'd just catch up with you. Well, I do my makeup really quickly. I'm literally not even putting like a base on. I'm literally just sorting my eyebrows out and putting some mascara on. If I can find my makeup stuff. There's one thing I need. But some of you always ask me like what I stick my eyebrows on with. But I usually just use the Got To Be Glued like hair gel. I have like a few of these, which so I'll use like day to day, but like to proper stick my eyebrows down for them to last all day, I will use this. But I'll use this if I'm just going to work, or if I just need to like, if I'm just chilling out and I just need my eyebrows to look semi-decent, then I use this. But I mainly use this for my hair more than my eyebrows. This one's my hair one. The one for my eyebrows is in my makeup bag. But yeah, I finally finished A Crown. What's it called? The Crown of Broken Gods? No, what's it called? The Crown of Gilded Bones, that's what it's called. I finally finished that, and I'm so happy that I'm done with that book. It was really good. I think I'm gonna rate, I haven't rated it yet, because I literally, as soon as I finished it, I've just gotten dressed and picked up my camera to get ready. I'm thinking of settling on like a 4-star, because it was really good and I did really enjoy it, but it was just very like information heavy. We were getting a lot of info dumping, and like, I don't even know, I still don't fully understand what the hell is going on. Like, I feel like we've discovered so much, but then it was like told to us then that it was all a lie, and I was like, well, what's the truth? What is the truth? I need to know. And now I fear after this book I need to go into the first book in the Flash and Fire series. But how am I meant to do that with the ending of Gilded Bones? Like the Crown of Gilded Bones? How? Tell me how. Because we need, like, I need to make sure that everyone is okay. But I'm sure I've seen that The War of Two Queens, which is book number 4 in the Blood of Ash, I'm sure I've seen that is from Hawke's POV or something, or one of the books is from Hawke's POV, and it's like a recap of everything. I'm not too sure. I'll have to have like a think about it, I'll have to have like a read to do some research. But if it's just like, I don't know, I feel like it's quite a big book, and then I'm just like, if I don't need to read it, then I won't. Like if it's just a repeat, like some of the Zodiac Academy books I didn't really read, like The Awakening was told by the boys. I didn't really read them. I like skimmed a lot of it because it was literally just the same story but as told by the boys, like from a different POV, and I feel like I didn't really miss out on much. So I might just, if it is like the same story but told from a different POV, then I think I might just do like a recap video on the book, just search up a recap of what the book is and if there's anything I need to know, because it's quite chunky and it's probably another 600-page book, and I'm not reading another 600-page book of pages that I've already read from Poppy's POV. Like, unless there's anything like, there's like some substantial information in there, then I will. It might not even be a different POV, it might literally just be from Poppy's POV. But then the way that this ends, A Crown of Gilded Bones, we could have dual POV. That I would be here for, like Hawke's POV along with Poppy's, because like, little spoiler, they're not together at the minute. Like, not, that's all I'm gonna say. Take that as you will. They're just not together. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, The Crown of Gilded Bones, it was alright. Very info heavy, a lot of info dumping. I feel like I discovered loads I also did not discover loads. And I feel like my head was scrambled by the end. But I am very excited to go into the Flesh and Fire because you see a lot more of Nyktos and the gods in A Crown of Gilded Bones. So I'm very excited to go in with the first book and get Nyktos and his consort's story, which I'm very excited for because we've had loads of little Easter eggs, and I feel like after reading Flesh and Fire 1, a lot of things will be tied up and I'll have a better understanding of the history of the gods and the like world building of like the history of Solis and Atlantia. I feel like I have a better understanding of those. But anyway, that was my little reading update for you. I'm currently going to be doing, like, I'm going to start filming right now after I get myself ready and a bit more presentable. I am going to be filming a reading vlog, which is, what's the reading vlog going to be? Emojis chooses my reads for a week, which I'm very excited for. I'm trying to do more like challengey videos. I love watching Ellen Catherine's videos. I feel like she does some amazing challengey videos, and I'm trying to branch out on my videos because I feel like at the minute they've been very same, so I'm sorry for that. I'm trying to branch out, but I've just been so busy, and sometimes dedicating a full week to reading is quite hard, especially when I'm doing a lot of hours, and because I work in healthcare, so sometimes I'm working like 12-14 hour shifts and like loads of half shifts, and it's just sometimes I get home and I'm like, I just need to be on my own. Like, I just need to sit in a dark room and be on my own, and sometimes I struggle. Like, I wish that I didn't work. I wish I had a different kind of job. But I also don't. I do really enjoy my job, and I do really love the people that I work with. But sometimes shift work can be difficult. So sometimes, like, when I'm working all day, I can't really film. Like, even though I might read a bit in work, I can't really film. So it's really hard to film like weekly reading vlogs. So I need to try and like work them around the shifts that I'm doing and make sure it's on a week where I've got more half shifts than I have long shifts, if that makes sense. Or if I'm working a load of nights that week, I don't tend to film those weeks because obviously I'm awake all night in work, and then I'm sleeping all day, so I don't really have the chance to film anything. Oh my god. But yeah, obviously I've just finished Crown of Gilded Bones, and I don't know what I'm going to be reading next. It all depends on what the emoji chooses for me. Does anybody else's, like, even though I use an eyelash curler, the ends of my eyelashes just do not curl, and it's like the end of my eyelashes just doesn't go into the curler, and it's so annoying. Oh, my phone's going. Oh, it's all the way over there. I'll bring them back. But obviously I want to give you guys a little book haul once I'm all ready and everything, because I got some amazing books from Manchester. I'm very excited to show you what I got. I also had some books in the mail as well. Some books that I was excited to get. Well, I ordered them. I didn't win like PR or anything. I bought them with my own money. So I'm going to show you those as well because I'm very excited for those. And one of the books I really want to read, so I'm going to try and put that into my emojis video because I really want to read it. Okay, now I am all ready. I'm done. I actually have no base makeup on. I very rarely wear base makeup unless I'm going out somewhere. I hate foundation. I despise it. I hate anything on my face. I don't know why. I just feel like I'm being smothered when I have something on my face. But yeah, before I start my video now, let's do a quick little book haul because I'm so excited. Ta-da! I'm so excited to show you everything that is inside of this bag. Okay, so first up, obviously, we started this vlog off literally going to buy Release in 10, and I'm so happy that I've got this. Am I like a chunk of the way into the Boys of Torment series? No. Have I only read the first 2 books? Yes. Do I now own the 6th book? Yes, I do. But I've seen so many people speak about this book, and like, let me just tell you, you are like so squint right now. I think that's a bit better. But anyway, I've seen people speak about this book, and it's very, 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 very graphic and dark. So I would probably read the trigger warnings, but then also times the trigger warnings by 10 maybe. That's the vibe I'm getting from other people. Just putting that out there. And then these are the 3 books that I'd ordered from Amazon, which I'm going to show you. Now, I'm obviously, as you would have seen, as we just spoke about, I'm reading the Blood and Ash / Flesh and Fire series. But the books, because they're still indie published, they're very, very, very expensive to buy. They're like £17 a book, which for the UK, the average paperback is like £9.99, and then for that to be like £17-18, some of them are even like £20 plus, which is insane. I obviously can't buy the whole series, Blood and Ash and Flesh and Fire, all at once because I haven't got the funds, okay? I simply have not got the funds. So I've been slowly buying the books each payday, basically. It's like a payday treat. So I picked up book number, I think this is book number 5. Yeah, Poppy. Yeah. This is book number 5 in the Blood and Ash series. And then I think this is book number... Yeah, I think this is... No, this is book number 3 in the Flesh and Fire series. I don't know, but this is a Blood and Ash novel, which is A Soul of Ash and Blood. And then this is a Flesh and Fire novel, which is A Fire in the Flesh. A Fire in the Flesh, yeah, that was right. Obviously they're both by GLA. And then the exciting one, I got Liz Tomford, Rewind It Back. This is the last book in Windy City series and I'm very scared. Like, I'm so scared. I don't want it to end. This is the one that I'm hoping that I can sort of like intertwine with the emojis video, fingers crossed, because I know for a fact I'm going to love this. The premise of it, childhood friends to lovers, like, oh. And I think it's dual timeline as well, which I don't think... Is it dual timeline? Oh no, I don't think it's dual timeline. No. Oh, I thought it was dual timeline for some reason. Hopefully we have like little snippets maybe of the past, because they were childhood friends to lovers, to strangers, to then I think lovers again, obviously. But the only reason why I didn't get this on release day, well, I did get it on release... Did I get it on release day? No, I didn't get it on release day. Is because I have to get the indie versions. I don't have to, but I read this series before it was picked up by traditional publishers. I bought them. I think it was the first 2 books I had, which I read when they were indie published. So I didn't want to get rid of them. So then in Canada, I think it's Canada, this Liz Tomford is still selling the indie versions. So on Amazon, I had to on Amazon you can go on to select all formats when you're on the book, and it gives you different formats for the books, which I didn't know, but I recently discovered. So yeah, I got the indie version of this because the rest of the series is the indie version. And then moving on to the books that I actually got in... Where did I go? Manchester. I got The Gilded Crown by Marianne Gordon. I've seen this a few places. I haven't seen a lot of people speak about it, but I've seen it come up on some like book recommendation videos on TikTok and things. But it's the first book in the Raven's Trade duology. Oh my god, what is she? Okay, I just read the back of this and it sounds so good. Like the female character can literally raise the dead. And it speaks about war. I'm here for that. Anything to do with like a female main character, badass, going to war, anything like that, I live for it. Every life comes at a price. Has the feel of an ancient fairy tale freshly told, rich and beautiful. Love that. And then I've never ever seen this spoken about anywhere. Like I usually just, I spend a lot of time online. Like I'm chronically online and I hate it. So a lot of my book recs, like I see a lot of books and people recommending books, and that's how I get a lot of my book recommendations. So I'm chronically online. So the majority of my books are very popular, as you can probably tell, but I'm trying to stop doing that. I'm trying to actually, when I go to bookstores, take my time browsing, reading the backs of books and not just picking up books that I've seen other people speak about. But this is one of those books where I've read the back and it was actually really good. It's A Broken Blade by Melissa Blair. It's the first book in the Halfling saga, which I've never heard anyone speak about. But I've read the back of this and it sounds really good, so I am gonna read the back to you. Kira is a killer. As the king's blade, she's the most talented spy in the kingdom and the king's favoured assassin. When a mysterious figure moves against the crown, Kira is called upon to hunt down the so-called Shadow. She tracks the target into magical lands of the Fae, but Faeland is not what it seems, and neither is the Shadow. As she searches for answers, Kira is haunted by the promises she made long ago, one that will test her in every way. To keep her word, Kira must not only save herself, but an entire kingdom. Doesn't that just sound immaculate? It sounds so good. My body's made of scars, some were done to me, but most I did myself. Oh, so good. Gripping and fierce, this is a much needed fantasy with its fangs honed sharp by the power of resistance. See, it does say on the back, perfect for fans of Throne of Glass. Now I read this and she said, Danny asked me when we were shopping, she was like, what is that book? And I was like, it sounds very similar vibes to Throne of Glass. Now I wasn't a big fan of Throne of Glass. I feel like it was very YA. I think if I did read it back when I was in my teens, I feel like I really would have enjoyed it. And don't get me wrong, I did really enjoy the first few books, and it was a Sarah J Maas book. The world building was immaculate. It was really enjoyable, but it just took too long to get good, and I just feel like it didn't need to be that big of a series. I got to the tandem read and I was like, I give up. I don't care enough to read this many pages. I don't care. so I DNF'd the series. But the storyline and the plot I did really enjoy, and some of the characters I really enjoyed, so I could potentially really enjoy this. Next are The Stars Are Dying by Chloe C. Penaranda. I think I've definitely butchered that surname, and I'm so sorry, Chloe. But this has been raved about everywhere by everyone. It was first indie published, and that's when I seen everyone get the hype of it. And then it got trad published, but I think it came out in hardback first. And whenever books come out in hardback first, I just wait for the paperback. And then I seen this on the table, and I was like, oh my god, I know what that is. I really want to read that. So I picked it up. Not too sure what it's about, other than, again, I've seen loads of people speak about it, which is a problem I need to solve, I know. But just give it a quick read. Okay, there's a lot of words at the back of this, but none of it's making sense. Can I speak? None of it's making sense, which I kind of love. Sometimes the back can give away too much. It literally says, is fighting for the safety of her kingdom worth more than answering questions about her past. Okay, oh my god, why is the writing so small? That's so tiny. Oh my god. I will definitely be reading this. Oh my god. Stop. Is there a map? I love a map. Oh my god, what is that map? I love that though. Big sleigh on the map. Love. Oh, was there a map in this? Nah, that's average. What about the Gilded Crumb? No map in that. Not a big sleigh. And then next up, we've got Wings of Starlight by Alison Saft. Everyone and their mother has read this on Instagram, and they've absolutely loved it. It's meant to just be like a cute Disney-esque, well, it is Disney, but it's meant to be like a cute YA romance, kind of. I think it's like a, is it like a, I don't even know, is it something to do with Tinkerbell, but not actually Tinkerbell, but you know, like the fairies in Tinkerbell? Is there something to do there? Oh, it's the Queen, oh yeah, it's the Queen of Pixie Hollow. Oh, discover the sweeping star-crossed romance between the Queen of Pixie Hollow and the Lord of Winterwoods. Oh my god, I still love the Tinkerbell movies. Oh, I kind of love this. I feel like this is just going to be like a warm hug, and it's just going to be such an easy read. Like the writing is so much bigger. It's obviously a YA book, and I think this is just going to be so like magical and just like one big warm hug, and I think I'm going to love this. And then on to the last two. I'm going to save the best one for last, okay? And I thank the gods that Danny found this for me. But we've got Foshi's Wrath by Emily Varga. I started to read this on my Kindle a few weeks back, but I put it down because I wasn't in the mood for fantasy, but the start of it did sound really good. I think I read the first 3 chapters and it sounded really, really good, but I just wasn't in the mood for fantasy and my head wasn't in the game. But I did really enjoy it, and it's on Kindle Unlimited. But I seen it was like on the table and it was on one of the buy one get one half price, so I got these two for the buy one get one half price deal, and it sounds really good. I think I seen when I was on my Kindle, I was trying to look for a book to read because I didn't know what I was in the mood for, and I read this, like the little blurb thingy that it says, and it says, what if the man you loved was the very person who betrayed you? And then I was like, I'm reading that, but then I just wasn't in the mood for it. But I am very excited for this. Ignited by Love, Unleashed by Fury. I feel like she's going to be a badass, okay? Diana, I think her name is. Badass. Which we know I always love. And then lastly, we've got A Reign of Rose. I'm so excited for this. You do not understand. Potential 5-star right here. This is the 3rd book in the Sacred Stone series. First one, Dawn of Onyx. Second one, Paramus and Peridot. And then this 3rd one is A Reign of Rose. They were released all in hardback first of all, but now we've got it in paperback. I didn't even know that it'd been released in paperback, but Danny's seen it. I think there's like a clip of me literally being like, Danny being like, oh my god, Brie, and I'm like, oh my god, and everyone around me was like laughing because I was so excited. But I see this and I was like, I need it instantly, immediately. It needs to go straight in my basket and it needs to come home with me right now. So I'm very excited to see, because oh my god, the way that A Promise of Peridot ended off, I had to like restrain myself from not going straight into book number 2. No, book number 3. It was insane. Like, Kate Golden really knows how to do a cliffhanger, and she does them so well. But Dawn of Onyx was 5-star for me. Literally loved that. Book number 2 was, I think it was still high. It was like a 4.5 maybe, or like a 4.25. You can imagine it was the middle book in a trilogy. It's going to be that sort of like in between. We had a lot of info dumping, but like the end really saved it for me. The last like 100 pages I'd say really did save it for me. So I have a feeling this could be 5 stars as well. I really could. Like the way it could all be brought together. Oh, I'm so excited. I am really, really, really excited. But yeah, that was obviously everything that I've bought to Manchester. I love every single one of these books. I'm very excited to get to every single one of them. Oh, also another little like haul, I guess you can say, which I had last week and I forgot to show you guys when I like spoke to you on the Thursday. Oh, you're leaning on my Kindle right now, so you're going to move. I think that's okay, but Burger sent me some new pieces, which I'm very happy about. I think I've got a few pieces from Burger now. This is an ad for you too, but Burger did ever so kindly send me these, and it is for TikTok, so not an ad, but an ad for TikTok. But I got a new phone case, which is this beautiful pinky one, and a new Kindle case. They finally come out with their Kindle cases and I love it so much. Like when you open it, it comes on and it's amazing. I love it so much. And you have like they're magnetic, and I'm gonna be buying so many of these, and you've got the little strap then. But yeah, I'm so excited for these. They're so cute. And then I got a matching iPad one to go with my Kindle case. They're so cute. You cannot tell me that these are not the cutest things you've ever seen, because I think they are. And the Burger cases are so good. I did have what ones did I have before? I had these ones, the dragon ones. This is the iPad one. And then they didn't have the Kindle cases when I got this dragon iPad one. Otherwise I would have got a Kindle case as well. But they have recently just come out with the Kindle cases and they're honestly so good. I highly recommend you go and buy them. But I think I'm gonna end this vlog here because I'm not really going to be doing much for the rest of the day. I'm literally just going to film the intro for my video. I might go for a little walk. I'm going to make some food and then I'm going to read for the night. And I feel like I've already done that a lot in this reading vlog, and I feel like you're probably sick of seeing me just make food and read. So I am going to love and leave you because I feel like I've got a lot of content to get through, and this vlog could end up being like 2 hours long, I fear. So I'm going to love and leave you now, and I hope you had the best time watching this video. And if you did, don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, all that jazz that I always ask you to do. And yeah, love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.